gathered in Savannah to remember the life of the wife of a Fort Stewart soldier. Aubrey Boykin was found dead inside her Fort Stewart home more than a week ago. And tonight, her killer remains on the run. News 3's Kelly Antonacci spoke with family members about her life.
Family and friends of 24-year-old Aubrey Boykin arriving to remember a life of happiness.
One thing about her, if she was in a room full of people, you already know she was there. She was lovable, she was funny, she was always laughing.
Family members greeted each other with hugs from young, old, and even some on four legs. Loved ones holding hands as they walked side by side into First African Baptist Church. News 3 was not allowed inside the service, but outside, music poured into the streets. It's been 11 days since military police found Boykin's body in her Fort Stewart home. A relative asked police to check on Boykin after she missed a daily phone call to her husband, who was stationed overseas.
When he first got in, he was away. I know some family members had to go and comfort him. He was really hurting that he couldn't be here to protect her.
Her family still doesn't know how she died or who killed her. Investigators are still looking for a possible suspect. According to Adrian Haywood, they may have a lead.
I spoke to the investigator. He did that they were getting close to finding out who was it that did it and what was it that happened. And the investigator, he also said that he does know what went on in an apartment.
After the funeral, Boykin's family continued to honor her life, all while praying for answers and the capture of her killer.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Georgia by way of Fort Stewart. Big shout out to everybody in the armed forces, everybody in the armed services, and big shout out to my dad who retired from the Air Force and everything after 30-some years there. But anyway, big shout out to everybody who served our country and defend our country. So much love to you all also. But we have a very troubling story coming out of Georgia where we have a woman, a wife, that was found murdered inside of her home on Fort Stewart, on the base. And you have to ask yourself, how could this woman get murdered on the base? You should be protected on the base because you're surrounded by what? Soldiers, military, police. And also, tell me this if I'm mistaken. I've never been to Fort Stewart, but I have been to plenty of Air Force bases, plenty of Army bases and stuff due to my dad and due traveling around the country and everything when I was younger with him. So I'm pretty accustomed to how things go. Do Fort Stewart have a place, like a check-in place? Like when you come in there, you have to show your verification, you have to show your ID or whatnot. And also, is it not surrounded by fences? Because most bases are surrounded by fences, by perimeters. And they have people, and they have electronics monitoring this area where it's at. So how could somebody sneak in and murder this woman and not even have a video, not even have a clue to who done it? Because it seemed like the only person, and I'm not accusing nobody at Fort Stewart of this, but at the same time, it seemed like the only person that could get close enough to do this and be brave enough to do this would be somebody that's in the service, because how else could you get on the base? And also, if you did get on the base, it seemed like this woman would have to know you at first. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like she knew her killer, and I'll explain that as it goes. I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Fort Stewart Army wife found dead in mystery murder. Aubrey Boykin, may she rest in peace. Mystery murder, $20,000 reward offered for arrest of individual who murdered a Fort Stewart Army wife while the husband was deployed overseas. So the husband is overseas, you know what I'm saying, fighting for his country, doing whatever he got to do. So he is clearly out the picture. He couldn't have done it because he's overseas some damn well. So this leads one to believe it was somebody else that's close to somebody else that's been watching this woman. And it's sad that you're not even safe on an army base. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that you're not even safe there where you should be protected at. Georgia authorities are offering up to $20,000 in reward money for tips that help solve the case of a slaying of a woman at the Hunter Army Airfield military base at Fort Stewart earlier this month. Army investigators say 24-year-old Aubrey Boykin was found dead July the 10th at her Fort Stewart home, southwest of Savannah. She was the wife of a soldier who was deployed to South Korea at the time of her death. The reward follows a statement released by the Army Criminal Investigation Command in the FBI on Monday. The cash is being offered for information leading to an arrest and conviction in Boykin's death. Authorities are also looking for Boykin's 2018 black Honda Accord that was missing from her home when her body was found following a welfare check at the behest of a concerned family member. Pause right there. But at the same time, now I know when my dad was when my dad was still going to the base, even though he don't hardly go too much, they do like seminars and lectures and stuff here and there, little speeches and stuff. But even till this day, even from when I was a kid, cameras everywhere. Everything is videotaped. So you mean to tell me they do not have videotape of this car being drove out? They do not have videotape of showing the suspect in this car? Because even if the windows are tinted, guess what? You still can see through the front. And at the same time, how advanced these cameras are, they have all kinds of infrared vision. You can see through the damn tint and all that. You can see through the damn metal on the car, whatever it is, plastic, whatever. I know if they got cameras where you can see through buildings and everything, it should be no problem to see through a damn car. So where is that tape at also? Because that right there was shows a lot of things, unless the cameras was off. Because I know damn well this military base should have a damn campus, because I mean not a campus, a camera, because if that's the case, anybody could just wander in there and do anything, right? Of course. Now, Army CID spokesman Chris Gray said investigators think Boykin may have known her killer, just like I said. Again, we believe this was an isolated incident and the victim possibly knew her assailant, Gray said. We have no reason or evidence to believe that Fort Stewart community is at further risk related to this tragic death. But at the same time, it isn't, but it kind of is, because you had a woman got murdered on an Army base. You know what I'm saying? Is that not suspicious enough as it is within itself? So one could further believe that we're not safe, because if she got killed, hell, I could get killed. Just say if you was there, or anybody else can get killed. So all of this talking about the community is not at further risk. How do you know? Because if this woman get killed on a base, the people in the damn community on the outside of the base don't stand a damn chance. Because if you can just walk in an Army base, was cameras, surveillance, people all around, and you still can commit a murder and get away with it, I mean, that says a lot about security clearance there, right? Also, popular military reported Boykin's husband, Unit Supply NCO Sean Boykin, marrying a breed just before being deployed to Korea. In a Facebook post, he discussed how distraught he was after learning about the loss of his wife. Now imagine you in Korea, you thinking about your wife, and by the way, she was a very beautiful woman. Her parents should be proud of her, and the husband too also, because it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not you all fault. Hold your head up, even though I know it's a trying time in your life. Do not, I repeat, do not let this take you all under. Do not let this cause depression, suicidal thoughts, and drinking. You know what I'm saying? Because we all going to have to go one day. But at the same time, it's not the fact we all got to go. It's how we go. That's the killing part. But I can imagine how this husband, this guy must have felt hearing about his baby, his wife, being killed on the Army base for the country that he's protecting. You know what I'm saying? Let me say it again. Imagine how this guy felt. He's over here and he's protecting and fighting for the country, doing whatever he got to do for the country. And he's thinking that his wife is the most safest where? On the base. And come to find out that's where she was the most in danger at, on the base. So it sounds like it's a lot of things going on that's not really being said about it. But I can imagine the pain that this guy must feel right now, knowing that he just married this woman and being deployed off to Korea, only to find out weeks later that your wife is dead, got murdered. Now, he says, I literally just lost my best friend in the world, he wrote, noting that he was leaving Korea to come back to Fort Stewart. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there to protect you as a husband. Now imagine as a husband, how you would feel. I know how I would feel if I was, even if I was in the Army, or if I was at work, if I was out doing shows, if I was doing whatever, if I'm away from home, and just say, something happened to my wife ended up getting killed. You know, I would feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I'll be messed up for a long time. Probably would never be the same. Especially if you really, really, really love this person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different just being with somebody than being in love with that person. You know what I'm saying? Do you all understand what I'm saying? Because we have people all the time. We just see them together. They don't do shit together. Ain't no love there. But being with somebody and feeling that love and that love being reciprocated daily, that right there is enough to make you not want to live no more. But you have to find the strength and the energy to go on. Not disclosed was how the Army wife was killed and who or why anyone might have sought to kill his wife. Also not known was how long Boykin was deceased at the time of authorities coming across the deceased woman's body. I mean, can't you all check when rigor mortis started setting? Can you all give us a estimate? Because I know you can't give us an exact time, but you can give us an estimate of the body. Depends on how long the body be laying there. So let me know what you all think, because it's a sad situation that we have a soldier, we have a guy, a newly married young couple, and this woman get murdered on an army base. And it's like, we shouldn't be alarmed. Yes, we should be alarmed at the fact that this happened on an army base. And you mean to tell me that dealing with this government and all the technology and the endless amount of fiat money that it got, that it could not possibly have camera footage of this woman 2018 black Honda Accord being drove out the army base? I mean, there's no footage of showing this, but at the same time, we can find every damn thing else in other people's country, but we can't even find out what's going on in our own damn country. Let me know what you all think about this situation. And to Miss Bree Borkin, may she rest in peace, and to her family, I send my deepest condolences out to them, and also to the husband, Sean. I can imagine how you must feel, man. But the only thing I can tell you, keep your head up. Don't let this take you under. Just try to find out the truth, what happened to your wife. Because I'm sure if the shoe was on the other foot and something would have happened to you, she would definitely go all in trying to find out what happened to you also. So let me know what you all think about this story, because it's very sad that this woman got killed on a place that she supposed to be the most safest at, was on a military base. That what really triggers me right there, because I stayed on the base with my dad when I was young, and I felt very safe. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you never know. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video. And until next time, you all stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Cherish each and every day, like I tell you all. And if you're married, you got a girlfriend or boyfriend, even if you're not married, tell them that you love them, because you never know. Like I always say, it just may be your last time, because let me tell you something. People checking out of here. They checking out of here fast. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Have a most merry day. I'm out.